What effect does hiding something from the person you love have on your psychology and behavior? In Jane Eyre, we get one plausible answer with the character of Mr. Rochester. For about 30 or 40% of the book, he's hiding something huge from Jane, but if you read it knowing that, the hints are everywhere. Most striking to me, though, was how often he was pretending to be something he wasn't, not in terms of his general behavior, but through specific acts of showmanship. When he first met Jane, he pretended not to live at Thornfield or know that there was a governess there. When he had guests over, he played charades and dressed up as a fortune-teller. He also pretended to be interested in Blanche Ingram, who would have been a more socially acceptable match for him. And he often describes Jane as a fairy or an elf, an imaginary creature, suggesting they're in some kind of play or fairy tale together. Of course, some of this is probably the author foreshadowing, but I think it also makes perfect sense as a part of his characterization because it reflects the fact that Mr. Rochester doesn't feel he can fully be himself in front of Jane. He's afraid she would reject him if she knew the truth, so he's constantly coming up with ways to not be presenting his real self and sort of risk the truth coming out. He's wearing different masks. When we're dishonest, we try to subordinate our real selves to whatever purpose we have in mind, but that will always have unintended consequences, not least of which is feeling we must always be putting on a mask.